bring the carpenter back downstairs. You collected the bones, brought the carpenter downstairs, uh, and put him outside, discovering that his flesh was sorely affected by the sun. Food decided that it would be prudent to shove him out into the street where he screamed and burned to ash in front of many onlookers and guards.
We
And
did
that
try
is
to convince the guards to come in, though.
right. But you did fail to do so.
That kind of sounded like a Theron thing to do.
I think it's a druid thing.
Hmm.
As we there are many onlookers around you, and they are screaming. They're calling for guards. There are a few guards there already, and more are coming from down the street. People don't know what to do, but there is a panic starting.
Another riot?
Because of the vampire?
Yep.
I dropped my disguised self also inside the building before I went outside.
Were you guys inside the house or outside?
We were inside.
I was
All of us
inside.
were.
That's what I thought.
Man, look at those lines. They are so straight.
They're straight as shit.
Not like this fucking shithole to the right.
First off, how dare you? Second off, I know.
Looks like Michael J. Fox fucking drew that castle.
Hurtful. Also, it's not a castle. Which you would know if it was drawn better. Anyway,
Looks like a graveyard.
it is a graveyard. So,
Graveyard Castle.
there are many people around.
Oh fuck. Oh fuck.
What are we gonna say?
We purge the evil from the town.
Are you saying that outside right now?
You asked me what to say. I said that's what we should say in that voice.
Okay.
You guys are inside.
Alright, I'll run inside.
Citizens of Lucky, be not afraid. We have purged this place of the vampire menace.
I go
Yeah,
up to the door and like whisper, "Don't forget, we found the bones. We found the bones."
And we have restored order by finding the bones.
And I kick
The
Blaze's
sacred
thing.
bones of the church.
And then as he kicks me, I'll run out and start playing a tone and be like, "Let me tell you a story of some great heroes."
Okay,
And a facepalm.
that's good.
this is
And their buddy Breck. Don't forget about their buddy Breck.
This is fine. This is fine.
And then in my song, I will valiantly recount the events that had just happened in this house.
Okay. I will have Baz make a I guess it's persuasion because it's not necessarily a lie.
It's not necessarily wrong.
And you can make a performance check.
We did purge this evil.
Oh, that's a 9.
I got a 16.
That's good. That's good.
That equals to a 21.
Is Prodigy dead?
No.
Nope, just
Oh, okay.
face palming.
All right, cool.
Cherry, is there something wrong with your head? You're looking
No.
really close at it.
No, I'm fine. Just
I mean, is
keep
it
on
is it
moving on.
contagious? Like
Nope.
Breck looks at his hand.
Breck, it's not contagious. I'm not sick. It's gonna be okay. We just have some very colorful characters in our midst.
Well, I mean, I'm kind of green, and we have kitty cats, so they're very colorful. And
He goes back to
the
the forehead.
What, Tile? What was your role here?
16.
16 is pretty good. Okay,
Especially
so,
for the truth.
The guards they're coming up to you, but they're not coming like at you aggressively.
Okay.
And they're asking what's going on.
We had been looking for the bones of the cathedral that have been stolen, and we tracked it down to this place here, and this whole place had like a lot of vampires.
Good gods.
Was it 8? I counted, maybe 9.
Good guards of the town.
I whispered to Blaze and think, I think it's 15. Say 15, it sounds better. We killed 15.
It was 15 vampires in there.
We-
We almost all died. And
we
then
are under contract of the great father of this town to restore order by finding the bones. And on our journey has led us here, where we found a coven of vampires. We have slain them and recovered the items most precious. The sacred bones.
Say we need to go to the church.
I can see we have guards to escort us to the church. This is excellent.
as I pat him on the back, and I'm like, he's a very I can't say that word.
Virtuous?
Yes, virtuous man.
What were you trying to say?
What Jordan just
Virgin.
said. Virgin.
He's never known the touch of a woman.
Only a pastry.
No, it's so true.
The next thing we know, we come into Baz's room and he's having sex with a pie.
I still have one left.
You can make a deception check because
Okay.
You got a D6 because I cast
there's a lot of embellishment here.
I put
D6.
bardic inspiration on you. There you
Uh-oh. Okay. Oh, okay. 6, 6, 12, 15.
All right. So the guards will look between each other, and they'll say, "With this much noise, on the day of a festival start, Isaac is surely on his way here. But if you work for the Father, go quickly down this road, and try to sneak off to the church. We will look into this and find the right of the matter."
Gentlemen, you are scholars. We must away. And they'll start walking away.
Heidi ho! Fucking run.
Yep. Right.
Like that, Baz?
Yeah.
Did Baz save us?
Yes.
I'd like to say Baz and Plays and Things.
Plays and Sings actually played a song and
It helped because I got the 6 on the inspiration die.
He busted out Freebird, and everybody was happy.
Fly like a free bird.
Wow.
That's the one.
Oh, that's totally
Look at
accurate.
that
You nailed it.
bird.
Fly like a free bird.
Mhm.
So off.
You've really nailed the essence of Freebird.
Thank
So,
you.
so
thank
we're
you.
off to the church.
Yes, you are off to the church. I need everyone to roll stealth. This is all gonna go together.
17.
Oh. 11.
8.
Give me a sec.
Oh, almost a natural one, but it's a. What is that? It's natural 17. Gotta look this shit up.
Hey, that's pretty good.
I got a
Uh,
16.
15.
What did you
15.
say, Wingy?
I have a negative one to stealth.
Okay.
So pretty
Alright,
good.
that's pretty good, yeah.
My excuse is I'm 7.5 feet tall. What's your guys's?
Don't worry, no one noticed you.
Everyone is oblivious to us. They're more
so you
intrigued.
Yes,
Yes.
you're able to make it to the church unmolested.
Definitely imagining.
Wait, so this
from-
festival is a molestation festival?
It was about to be. But you guys managed to escape it narrowly.
It's because Baz said, "Fly like a free bird," and everyone's like, "What? Where? The bird?"
What?
Yes.
Birds!
Birds.
Shit!
All of a sudden, the bird people fly in. You cold?
Caw-caw.
Hoot 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 hoot.
I'm a birdie too.
A free birdie. All right, so you guys, you're able to make it back to the church, and as you go in, you notice that there is a lot of clouds coming in from the east.
Oh fuck.
We have to get these bones in there immediately.
Go look for the father.
Can I not get wet?
No, don't you? Oh, am I sounding like fucking Bacchus? Don't you remember last time Cloud Strahd took the father's body? Speaking of father, where the fuck is Irina?
She's at the church.
Oh, hi, Irina.
No, she was she with you guys?
No.
Nope.
No, she was at the church.
Hi, Irina. Hi, father. Let's go put the bones back now.
The father will say, where,
Father?
Where did you find?
Father, questions later. Bones now. Go.
He'll
Let's
say,
speak more berry.
Yeah, he'll take them and he'll say, "We must away down." Sorry, I don't know why I was talking like that. We'll head down to the crypt.
Let us go.
I like this guy.
Does this require a ceremony by any chance?
He'll tell you that there's a small ceremony, but it shouldn't take very long at all.
Oh,
They
okay.
usually say that, and it takes an hour.
And
Yes.
he will call to Mikhail and have him come attend him. And as he begins to start off, he turns around and he says, Did you find Yeska? I assumed that was where you were looking, but
No, we happened to get a good lead on the bones. I haven't seen Yeska though. But
I am not making eye contact.
but we really need to get these bones on the ground because
Strahd is coming. We gotta go.
one child missing is bad. You know, this entire town destroyed by Strahd is even worse.
okay. And he will him and Mikhail will go down into the crypt.
Irene, are you coming with us? You gonna stay up here?
She'll go with you.
Okay. Off to the crypt we go.
I think we should stand guard outside of the crypt.
I think we should all go into the crypt.
It's up to you guys.
I go into the crypt.
I'm with Breck.
I'm with Sherry. Meow.
Do you want more scratches behind the ears?
Oh, Gizmodon looks very sad now.
Can I stay near Arena?
You can. All right, so we've come to fair consensus to go down into the crypt. So you are down there. You hear the priest speaking and praying. Mikhail has the lighted incense, and he is waving it around. They have taken time to clear off this stand. There's still dust everywhere else, but the stand looks fairly clean. And they lay the bones, which appear just like old bones, onto the stand itself. And after a few minutes, the priest will turn back to you and say it's finished.
Is that it? It's kind of anticlimactic.
No, holy words, flashlight.
Were we
Ah.
positive that these were the bones?
I mean,
I'm pretty sure they're the bones. Just
Are you? I mean, we just found bones in a vampire's nest.
question, Father. Are these the bones?
They are.
Okay.
There you go, Bacchus. Now that this ceremony is done, off to find a child.
But we already found the child.
No, the other child that went missing that we never found.
So, are you doing, like, is this part of your bit, or are you
Part of my
confused
bit.
on the children?
No, I'm fine.
Okay.
I mean, all of us have no idea where the hell this child is, so.
I mean, no,
One
we
of
do.
you knows where the child is.
We know.
Inside of Baz's belly.
Many children are in my stomach right now.
That's because he's not a spitter.
I mean,
God damn it.
Baz does have a child spirit in his heart.
You know what's interesting is how many times Baz has put children inside of him. First he was possessed by a child, now he's eating child pies.
So who has the bag of the black gems that the witch had?
I think that would be myself.
Okay.
Ooh. Oh yeah. Sherry, you must be cold, and I'll give Proud Sherry my cloak of protection.
Oh, thank you.
So you
It was
can
getting a bit
you
chilly.
can attune to that.
With a tune.
Ah!
Can we have a short rest, please? It hurts.
Oh, we really should because almost all of us are dead.
We all fucked up.
We really, really should.
So, Bones plays short rest time? Yep.
Sure. Yeah, so you can go back up to the main area of the church.
What was my health at?
Oh, God.
I don't know.
What was your health at before you left?
Right now, it's still at 41 out of 41 because I didn't take any damage.
Then I actually
So-
think you're still good because did you even get hit?
He got hit a lot.
Yeah, he got hit quite a bit. Let's call it 15 because I'm
15.
not certain.
I'm at like below 50% health myself, so.
Yep.
Yeah.
didn't
What?
he?
Yeah.
Didn't Breck get knocked unconscious?
He got slept, I think, actually.
God
Oh yeah, that's right.
No, Breck didn't get slept.
Blazing sings and Baz.
Blazing Sings and Baz got slept.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Jordan said I kicked a lot of ass.
Vacus died like 3 times.
So if we're taking a short rest, everyone can add the
D6.
yeah.
All right.
And Giz
So
killed everything with windows.
The power of Windows.
while you are doing your short rest, Jordan, I need you to roll a wisdom save.
Uh-oh.
Ooh, that is not good.
All you have to do is not fail below this DC by more than like 5.
I'm gonna roll a 1. Watch.
So what can we add
Add 1d6 to your
Nice.
to one of them?
That is a 6.
It's just 1d6 plus your hit dice.
Yeah, so you don't get a D6 Hefe for every hit dice. You get 1 total for the rest.
So I was wrong, Geoff. I rolled a 2.
I
Plus So 6.
I was still in the crypt just for the sake of honesty. Like I never left the crypt.
Everyone else did, and the priest would have kind of shooed you out.
What happens?
So,
Strahd's here.
Jordan, you begin to hear cries and whispers, voices screaming, children crying. You are not sure what any of this means or what is happening. However, you did fail the DC really hard.
Oh yeah.
So you're going to be affected by another level of madness.
Yay!
Madness Brothers. Why do you and I
don't
always
know.
get fucked up?
We get fucked. I'm still at 2 levels of madness, and I've been like this for a week.
Oh, you are.
Oh
I'm
no,
pretty fucked up.
now I'm at 2. I just don't have the gimp leg.
I'm surprised I didn't get one from die. I think I died like 3 times, or fell unconscious 3 times in that last fight. And
So
one of them was the true death.
Listen, there's going to be
plenty of madness to go around.
high likelihood of madness tonight.
All right, so I'm hearing screaming
Yes,
children.
You are hearing voices, screaming, crying. It's not all the time. It's always kind of there in the back of your mind, but it's not always like loud. Sometimes it's like a gentle like hum, and sometimes you can hear like individuals like loudness. And because of that, you are going to be suffering a -1 to attacks.
Boy. Guys, do you hear children screaming outside? I run outside.
You run outside into the rain. And as you step out and the water is hitting your face, you see something blurry begin to float down into the street outside the church.
Oh fuck.
Guys, I start backpedaling into the church. Guys, there's blurry things in the rain. Last time rain, Strahd, bad.
No, son. Rain, kind of
Outside.
obscure vision. What God does sometimes.
Peeking my head out the door. See what he's talking about.
Make a perception check.
Kind of like lean over Baz and look out the door too.
Sure, go ahead. You make one as well.
19.
Oh. 9.
Okay, so as you guys kind of poke your head out the door, Scooby Doo style, you see a figure standing in the street, and Baz, you recognize him, someone who you have seen a few times now. It is Strahd von Zarovich.
It's Botswane.
It's buon samedi, brother.
In the rain?
We have a deal.
He's standing in the rain, and when he sees you pop your head, he says, "Come out and speak with me. It's been too long. I was hoping that you would have attended my party. However, it seems that though you are all on the guest list, no one decided to attend."
Does he look real?
I think my invitation got lost in the mail.
Does he look real, or does he look like an illusion?
Well, yeah, I move around a lot.
He seems pretty real.
I thought this guy didn't like water.
That's Placency. He's the one that doesn't like the water.
I was told that he loved the water.
He does.
Don't like water.
I'm pretty sure he doesn't like the water. I mean, whoever told you that was was wrong.
Strahd's like, silence!
I'll step out of the
He-
doorway.
He's just tapping his foot now, like, why are they talking about water?
Oh, yeah, there's a.
Whoa.
There's the dudes out there.
What have you done with Irina's brother?
The boy Ismark. Yes, I have relocated him to the castle Ravenloft. He has decided, after a little persuading, to join me and his father in service to the country of Barovia. I believe he enjoys it very much.
This-
I look at Bassett and I go, I don't think he actually really enjoys it very much.
We should have burned that body.
Who's that?
That's what I said to do. But do we want to do? Well, we're gonna bury it.
How far away is he?
He is about 40 feet.
He's probably got good enough perception skill. He can hear everything we say.
To my understanding currently, so here I'll do up a map real quick. But to my understanding currently, only Baz is outside speaking with them.
Yeah, I'm in the crypt.
Once
I'm
again,
hoping that
the
Once
priest
again-
is trying to would have tried to hustle you out of the crypt.
We're in the church, right?
yes.
Yeah.
I'm kind of standing by the door. Baz is outside talking to him.
I'm in the doorway as well.
I'm standing by Sherry. Or
I'm trying to convince the priest to let me and Arena back in the crypt so that I can protect Arena as close to the bones as possible.
The
Bones.
priest would be waiting at the door, standing out in front of the church as well.
Well, then okay. All right. I'm at the crypt door then with Arena.
Okay.
Ooh, these steps though.
That's a big ass door.
What door is open? Or is it slightly just cracked open?
It's not fully open.
I'm just gonna be like on Breck's side, since I said I'd be next to him. I'll be behind the door though, so I can't be seen.
I'd say the door that I'm on is the one that's going to be is going to be further open because I wasn't like worried about the door when I was going through it, trying to find these voices.
Wrong. The door is closed and you just teleported into it.
6 force damage.
I think it's a few more than 40 feet. Yeah. But that's okay. So, you are standing here, and Strahd, he'll call out again, and he will say, "You know, it's rude to leave a guest standing in the rain. Will you not invite me inside to join you?"
Never.
No, you can't come in until we invite you. So
It would be rude of me to invite you to a house I don't know.
Ah, yes. Wonderful estimation, young Brack. Always the paragon of courtesy.
I am this right one.
I see. Well, perhaps you, who are heroes, can assist me. I am looking for a young woman, an exquisite beauty, dark, raven-colored hair, lips full and plump, a smile that makes it seem like this dreary weather would finally exit our lives.
I don't know anyone like that.
I think he's talking about Pittsburgh Nelly.
Where's Mikhail?
He is hiding back in his area, probably in his
Oh.
room.
Oh,
So he's not back by me?
No.
oh, you must be speaking of Irina. Take a step
Ah,
forward.
yes.
I take offense.
Oh,
The beautiful Irina Kolyana.
stay another
Yes,
step forward.
she is who I
I
see.
mean,
You must not have heard, good Strahd, for she was wounded gravely when we were fighting your pet Heinrich van der Voort.
Ooh.
Make a perception check.
10.
Make a. Let me make sure of this. Make a strength save.
I got this, guys. 12.
You feel your body lifted up into the air and jerked forward about 10 feet.
Okay.
His eyes flash, and you hear, "What?"
Yes, it was bad.
Who harmed her?
I told you, Heinrich van der Voort. Your vampire dog. But do not worry, we have dealt with him.
he's got vampire dogs.
Yes, it is quite lucky for him that he is already dead. However, I now demand something of you, Baz. Bring me her body.
Oh, she is not dead, Strahd. We are currently trying to help her. But this intrusion takes us away from our final effort of her inevitable return to good health.
Then bring her to me now, for I can save her. I will not permit lowly hands such as yours to touch what is mine. And he will kind of make a wave of his arm, and you will fly back into the door.
What did he fly back into this house? Because the door's open.
One of the doors is open. The other one is
The one
closed.
the one he's going at is the one that's open.
So he would actually fly into your Vacus or me.
Both are basically walls.
Yeah, Strahd is aiming for a door. I mixed up which one was open. You just take 4 damage as you slide down. The pressure releasing from your body.
Strahd,
Does he
don't
slide
you
down,
know?
or does the grease hold him?
The grease kind of slickens his movement downward.
I hope
Strahd,
that's back up.
don't you know it's bad to attack cripples?
Don't you know it is bad to address your betters when not spoken to, cat?
Oh, you don't like cat people, huh? You know
Well,
who likes cat people?
I mean, he does
Irina.
have vampire dogs. I mean, clearly he doesn't like cat.
I'll step out and I'll be like, third line, she's fine. She's not hurt at all. Don't hurt us. You can go now.
Oh my god.
It's fucking tile.
Make a persuasion check. Where are you right now?
I'm inside. I said I was gonna step outside, and
You know it's raining,
as well.
right?
I'm in the doorway.
Okay.
I'm gonna kill you.
Make a persuasion.
Before he
check.
says anything, can I pull him outside to shut him the fuck up?
My dice just went flying off the board.
I'm gonna fucking kill you. You
It's-
saw what I did to that man? I'm gonna kill you.
Reroll
Can I
that.
make a grapple check right after he says it to try to palm his face and move him back inside?
So that would be an 18.
Oh my
18.
god! Why are you good now? For him?
But she's fine. It's just we don't know where she
You
went.
are the worst bard ever. Don't listen to him. He's a cat.
I'm going back inside. Before he can
You
fucking
see,
throw me against the door again.
So Strahd is kind of he smooths down his lapels. He brushes some hair out of his face, and he'll say, "You know, it would not be wise for you to continue to spew falsehoods in my presence. Next time, I may not be so restrained with my actions."
Your face is a falsehood.
This coming from the giant who cannot stand to be so large. He must turn into little baby bears and doggies.
They are not little, they are bigger than me.
Says the man who walks in rain.
Maybe he likes.
You pretend to be a cat.
I'll ask Strahd how his party was. Sorry that we couldn't make it. And
We're not still charmed, you know that, Dial, right?
If you were speaking with him cordially,
yeah,
he
Right.
will respond. He said, "The party, of course, was lovely, as is everything that I do here. It is kind of you to ask. You know, it is good to speak with one who knows how to politely converse with someone else."
Was it dancing?
Ah, yes, dancing, revelry, drink and food flowed. It was a beautiful evening.
I've never seen food flow before. That's pretty impressive.
He drinks
My
blood flows.
my friend, you will truly enjoy the food I serve.
He eats people.
Do you eat people?
Do you not? I
That-
noticed that you were enjoying the pastries that Morgantha provided. Where do you think she got the recipe?
I mean, I mean, I had one, and I'm kind of happy. I'm kind of happy. I only had the one now.
You know, it's like that one time I accidentally ate a puppy.
Yes, they say that you wait for things to age to become more delicious, but I find the young to be much more delightful to the
I'm
palate.
just- I'm gonna sit against this door and eat my last pie.
Oh, come on.
I do I do enjoy a good lamb every now and then. I can agree with that.
Make a
Do I
roll,
see him
Gears.
pull out the pie?
You're pretty focused on Strahd.
Do
behind
I see him pull
Sherry.
out the pie?
I'm behind you. Or
How can
I
you
don't
see
know. am
through
I
your
behind?
hand?
I have a really high passive
You're like,
perception.
you're like just sitting there, like I can see Sherry just like banging her head against the door.
Baz, make a Constitution check.
Really want to smack that out of his hand.
Aw.
Oh, damn it. 22.
Oh yeah, you're good. That's
Damn it!
delicious pie.
God damn it. Nothing.
So Strahd, what can we do today? Just so you know, we're, no solicitation at the church. So if you're selling things, please go knock on the next door neighbors and have a good day.
Very clever, kitty cat. I'll tell you what I require. Nothing more, nothing less than my beloved, my bride, Irina, and then I will darken your doorstep no longer.
She's not feeling well, so she kind of doesn't want to see any visitors at all, not even her
Bacchus,
brother.
can you pull Pleasant Things away?
So you'll have to come back some other time.
I did ask if I could do a grapple check to try to just push him back inside.
What's
Hand on the
What's
finger.
the name of the bones guy?
The what?
The name of the bones we just put back. Who is the saint or
It
lord?
is Saint Andrel.
Yeah, she's kind of preoccupied with a Saint Andrel. We'll play with the bone.
There's a lot of boning happening.
Da-da-da.
Very well. I understand when I am not wanted in the area. I will take my leave. However,
Do you?
quite well. However, just know that up till this point, I was not paying too much attention to you heroes. However, now you have my full attention.
Is it because we are beautiful?
And he has turned into a bat and he takes off.
And he criticized me with my animals. It's not even a giant bat.
I pet Bacchus and I'm like, it's okay. Your animals are amazing.
Whew. So the bones worked, huh, father?
They seem to have.
Would he have been able to get that close if they were never removed? Or is that the extent of their protection?
They only protect the grounds of the church.
Well, at least the people of this town do have a safe haven again.
But like, how far are the grounds? Could he like cross the gate? Because I mean,
He should not be able to. No.
because I mean, his power push Baz into the door. You think that when it actually worked on him?
Where's Plays Instincts?
I would like to say that I am sitting on him to try to get him to stop saying things.
I would like to cast Phantasmal Force on him and make it look like Strahd's walking towards the door.
Ooh.
Okay. I don't know any of the details for that spell.
He needs to make intelligence save of 14.
All right.
What makes it worse is it would be in the rain, which was like doubly bad for Tile.
So that would be a 3.
Yes. So you believe Strahd is walking towards the door and it includes everything.
I'm going to start running backwards. Like,
You
guess-
treat it as it were real, and you rationalize any illogical outcomes of it.
I'll
Do
tell
we see
everyone to
this?
run. Get inside and close the door.
It's
So
1 minute.
just for him, Strahd appears to be here. No one else can see him,
I
obviously,
wanna-
because he's fictional.
I just want him to follow him.
All right, yeah. You know, for the whole time, Strahd is just he is behind you.
Is Strahd like talking to me?
Yeah, he's speaking. He is reaching out to you. He is trying to get you.
Guys, help me! Can't you see him?
Gizmo, you're a cat. Why do you guys always do that thing where you just out of nowhere just start running around like a crazy idiot?
You know, occasionally you just hear things like little children screaming, like right now.
I think Poison Sings is going mad.
I think you're all going mad. Children
Must-
and Strahd and
Must
Yo.
restrain him before he hurts himself.
What have I done to be mad?
I don't know. I mean, the cherry's not bad. You know, minus the hand disease that she keeps having.
I'll run away from Strahd, like deeper into the church, saying,
Sure,
"I
yeah.
thought we had a deal."
Oh. Do I hear
He
that?
just returned.
Do you get to know what it is?
Yeah, I mean, I crashed the illusion, but I wanted to know if I could hear him
Oh, sure.
say, I thought we had a deal.
I don't think you can actually hear it. I think it's just in his mind. You have
No, if
No,
planted
he
he
said he
this
yelled it.
fear.
He
said
said he
something out
yelled it.
loud. If he said I thought we had a deal out loud, then we probably heard it because he's in the church. It's not like he'd be whispering it.
Oh, did Plains and Sing say it or did
Yeah, that's what
Strahd?
that's
Oh,
what I
yeah,
wanted to
fuck.
know.
Yeah, we heard that.
Or I mean, I'm asking GF.
Yeah, if he yelled it, you would have heard it.
What did you just say?
I've already.
Okay, quick backstory, guys. I was kind of mad at him. I played a joke, made him think Strahd's chasing him, and now he just yelled, "We had a deal."
I'm going to charge after him.
He had a deal.
I think that he is an enemy.
But we had a deal with Irina. I mean, that you can't go making other deals without finishing your first deal.
Exactly, Beck. Now chase him.
Come here, kitty.
Did I find him or is he hiding?
He ran away. You can chase after him.
Yeah, that's what I was.
Well, where
planning
did
to
he
do.
run to?
Deeper into the church, and then continue running away from Strahd.
The Phantasmal Force has a range of 10 feet.
Phantasmal Force has a range of 10 feet.
No, you can
The
create an
area.
object of like 10 cubic
Oh,
feet.
I see.
But I don't see anywhere that it moves though. Like it moves from the place that you created it.
Oh, if it doesn't move, then I wouldn't have.
Oh, yeah.
Yelled out.
Yeah, like I said, I don't know.
I mean, he still could have been walking towards you in that 10 feet and still scared you.
Oh, I thought he was following me inside the church.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what I wanted.
I don't think it moves.
Hang on. I'll look it up. Yeah, so it can't move. It's a stationary object.
Oh,
It
I
can
s-
be a creature that appears to attack, but it can't like follow. Yeah,
yeah,
it can't
since it was
follow
a
him
creature, I
around.
thought it could move.
No,
No,
so it's an illusion that does move, but it doesn't move from where you created
right? Yeah, it can't like walk around.
Thanks, food.
If that's the case, then I wouldn't have screamed that out, and I would just run inside.
Okay.
it. How far had he walked before you started running away? I mean, it seemed like he started walking and you ran away.
Well, so like someone put the piece inside the church. I was like, okay, he's following me, then I'm just
yeah.
gonna run.
So we thought that it moved, or it seemed like
Yeah.
it moved. If it didn't, then it would have just like appeared to him. So yeah, knowing now what the spell does. So yeah, you're able to scare him with a pitcher of Strahd.
Yeah, I just figured he could move because it doesn't like actually say he can't move. But that's fine.
Yeah. Oh well. So it's a 10-foot block.
Well, that's how much you can create. You can only create up into a 10 cubic foot.
What's
If
the
it
spell?
could move, if it could move like
Yeah. If it
my
could
healing
move,
spirit, it would
would
say what
it
you could do.
does.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
it would say
Yeah.
like as a bonus action you can move it 20 feet or
Okay.
something.
No, I mean, okay. Yeah, that's fine.
I still think he could have been standing there yelling things at placing things and scaring
Nope.
the shit out of
Oh
him.
It's
yeah.
alright.
He would have stood there and shouted for a minute, but
Yep.
Blazing Things didn't have like an eye on him once he ran back into the church. So like,
Nope.
What's
as far
the
as Blazing Things would have known, it would have been
Continuing to walk up towards the church.
what's the spell?
phantasmal force.
It's alright. We can go.
He also gets saves on his turn to check against the spell save DC.
Yep.
So
Which his turn would have been to run away and then yell.
yep.
But that was if he was in the church, though. That's what Plays and Things would have done. And if not, he would have sat inside because he was telling everyone to get inside as he ran inside.
Needless to say, I don't trust Plays and Sing still because of how quickly he was to undermine Baz.
Yeah, that was a beautiful lie Baz had.
But he didn't fall for it.
He
No, he did.
he did.
He did. He absolutely was
was
falling for it. That's
hook,
why
line,
he
and
missed.
sinker.
But he was going to kill us if that happened.
No,
No.
he couldn't get past it. He could use his spell, but that was it. He couldn't move. He couldn't get any closer. That's the whole point of the bones. The
All right.
ground is hollow. Hallow. Hallow?
Hallowed.
Hallowed. Hallowed.
So
All right.
you are in the church. Strahd has made a pretty, reasonable request, and you guys denied it.
Well, would you guys assume that our debt to the arena has been fulfilled? We have brought her to the church. She is now safe. Now we can consider trying to help her brother. Or we could just live in the church from now on.
Oh my god. You know what you could have done? Is if you had casted it to make it look like one of us was Strahd, then the actual illusion would move.
Actually, I think that's a good point.
Because then we would have been trying to help him out, and he just pictures Strahd attacking him.
I don't think that works.
Actually, so you target the
Yeah, you target a
Plays and
person.
Sing. You target Plays and Sings, but then Strahd, the illusion of Strahd, would have been right on Plays and Sings. It wouldn't
Yeah.
have been down the road. It would have been on Plays and Sings. So Plays and Sings absolutely would have run the fuck away.
Either way, we are done with this.
No, I
So-
want to know what the fuck he had a deal.
You don't know that because he didn't say it.
They were
This is-
playing
thi-
cards,
this
and
is
it was
why
Plays
we
and
need-
Turns
Listen,
deal.
this is why we need to be very clear with the spells and what they can do, because I can't know all of them. So
Totally. Anyway, okay. Like I said, what is the plan now? We have Arena in a safe spot, just like her brother asked us to do.
Is she safe here?
Yes, that was the whole point of the bones. Like, in its entirety. Like, that's why they wanted to come to this town, in this church.
How many people know that Strahd want her as his wife?
Everyone.
Everyone.
And we're
keep
sure,
calling her the
they
devil's
won't-
bride.
They won't try to kill her when we're not here?
No, because then Strahd would kill them. Like, again, that has been explained. So everybody is afraid of Irina. They are not going to actively help her, but they're also not going to prevent her in any way. They don't want Strahd to be interested in them at all.
Okay.
Am
I'm
I
down
ro-
for
Is
going
that
wherever
correct?
then.
Is that correct? Everybody concur?
Yeah, they're not gonna mess with Arena. Obviously, I mean, just judging by how he acted just then, the idea of Arena being hurt, he went kind of crazy.
Oh yeah. When he was absolutely convinced that Irina was hurt and was actually harming Baz before Pleasant Things destroyed that illusion.
So what are we doing now?
What is your plan, Irina? To stay here, correct?
yeah, this is where the plan ended. She was going to come here with Ismark. They were going to be here until they came up with something new.
And
So-
you are okay with that, father? You're okay with being her keeper?
Yeah, yeah. She, like anyone else, is welcome to stay here and seek refuge.
I think our next plan of, is trying to get Ismark back.
Can I roll an insight check on the priest guy saying that?
Sure.
Can I roll an insight check on Pleasant Things rolling insight checks?
No,
So that would be a 13.
seems legit.
So, Sherry, we seem to have, up until this point at least, gotten some revenge for Gary.
Rest in peace, friend. Rest in peace.
Do you plan on staying with us to the end and try to take care of this monster?
My revenge won't be complete until he's dead.
I will definitely see to it.
It's because of him that my beloved brother died.
Now the question is, where do we go from here? Should we get back in contact with the werebirds? Maybe they have a little bit more direction for us?
I mean, it wouldn't hurt. I think we should, look at the idea of maybe saving Ismark. I know he's at Castle Strahd, but We only got one here. Technically, he's still on the deal till he gets here.
Well, that is correct. What time of day it is?
It's about noon.
Okay. And Strahd openly moves around during the day? Oh, he had the storm.
Can I ask the father if I could go down to the crypt and study those bones? Maybe like do an arcana or a history check on them and see like what gives them their power? Why there's such a great ward against him?
Oh, the father can tell you.
Oh, I didn't know if you'd just like come out and say it.
Oh yeah, totally.
Why?
So he will tell you. Doo-doo-doo. So the bones are resting on an altar. There was a saint who lived here hundreds of years ago, who was a priest of the Morning Lord. His name was Andrel, and he fought and pushed back against Strahd in the beginning of his reign here. And when he finally did pass, his bones were interred. But since he was so devoted priest, um, he must have been officially sainted by the Morning Lord, because after his bones were interred, the undead were no longer able to walk the church grounds. They did not rise from the graves as they did before. It was the final blessing uh, of Andrel, who uh, protected the people here and kept them safe in his life, and he continues to watch over them in death.
I'll thank the father and do a small prayer to Andrel.
A question just out of character. Morning or morning?
Like
Like the
daytime
dawn.
morning.
Morning.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Morning.
Morning, Lord.
Yeah,
So
the sad god.
I'll come up to the father and be like, since you seem so knowledgeable, is it true this curse started by two brothers? It's just hearsay I heard, but you know.
He'll tell you a story that any Barovian knows. He'll say that hundreds of years ago, there were two brothers. They were sons of the king and the queen of the region, and the two brothers grew together. The older uh, was a warrior and a general and a vicious, powerful leader of the army. The younger was groomed for diplomacy, for the gentler arts, and the two brothers fell in love with the same woman, and she chose the younger brother. But on the night that they were to be wed, the older brother burst in and he slew his younger brother in front of his what would have been his wife, and he chased her through the castle. However, rather than be stuck with him in his madness, she decided to leap from the tall parapets to her death. And as the older brother mourned for the things that he had done and forced people to do in the courtyard of with the parapet surrounding him, the guards came and they slew him in his misery. Uh, the story goes that the brother had made a pact with the dark powers, and that it was his death that finally sealed it. And he rose again from the grave as the vampire Lord Strahd. Since then, Barovia is removed from the rest of the world. No one can leave. The only people who come in are trapped. And he thinks that Strahd does this all to play some sort of game to provide him entertainment during his many year reign of torture and brutality.
So we are stuck here regardless until we take care of Strahd.
He'll laugh and he'll say, if you are to be the ones who finally do, you're not the first who have come, and I'm not certain that you'll be the last.
It's always better to not be the first to come.
I also heard that whoever slayed him would take his place.
Where did you hear these things?
It's just
Yes,
talk.
the
I hear talk.
people have spread the rumors. I have heard this myself, but I have yet to know anybody who could defeat Strahd. Years ago, there was a mage. He came and he rallied the people behind him, and they said that he fought Strahd above the waterfall. But after a long battle where lightning split the sky, fire flew as if commanded by the two men, the mage was cast from the falls, and no one heard from him again. And Strahd continued to reign unchecked over the people.
We've heard this story before from the gypsies.
Madame Eva and her band of followers. Yes, I know of them. They do they do well to keep apart. People people do not appreciate them around, but I do know of several who go to Madame Eva for her viewings. Have you had the pleasure?
We have. We made camp with her one night. Seemed like pleasant folk. And she gave us a viewing.
Well, you do well to follow those. She speaks in riddles, but when people figure out the answers, usually it does well for them.
Yeah, speaking of riddles, one of them was, uh, like, a tome is hidden in a crypt of the wizard, his staff is key. Like, do you know any crypts nearby?
There are many crypts in the land. It is one thing we have no lack of.
Oh, okay.
I can't remember actually the poem.
There's a few other ones, like, do you know a Mad Dog crypt? Maybe like Mad Dog 2020 or something like that?
I know of no such things.
Uh, or how about like gardens that might be covered in snow? Have you traveled far outside of the city?
Oh yes, I am widely traveled. I know many things. Um, Perhaps if I knew the objects you speak of. I don't know of a book.
Uh, there's a treasure hidden in bones. There's a man that haunts a tomb that he envied above all. A garden that's covered in snow, watched over by scarecrows. Which we ran into scarecrows earlier, but they're not friendly. But we got to look at the guardian. And then a hunt, and one where a guy haunts a tower of a castle.
He'll tell you he's not certain. Perhaps if you knew what you were looking for, he could give you more assistance. But
Okay. One other question, Father. Can you bless weapons to make them holy? Because I've come to realize that what we're wielding right now, and I'll pull out the daggers, doesn't do too much to the undead or Strahd's horde. I was wondering if there's any way you can help us.
He will think for a second and then go back into his room. He will come out with a small kind of glass vial, and he will tell you that this is holy water.
Ooh.
He just has this one, but
What do you need to create more?
Probably water.
An old priest and a young priest.
he will laugh with Breck. He says, "Well, you are not far from the truth. But perhaps what is needed is the light of a god, which seems to have faded somewhat over these long years."
The moon still shines bright. That is a god.
You say it's like a big pizza pie?
You realize that that is who I prayed to, correct?
That's amore.
Maybe do not make jokes.
I don't think he's making a joke. I think he's making just an observation. Yeah, the moon kind of looks like a pie in the sky at times. Then when kind of changes, it's like the pie being eaten. Delicious.
Moon pie.
It seems the more you guys talk about pie, the more Baz just salivates in the corner.
No. Oh no.
He's mourning his last pie.
I have no appetite.
Oh,
He's got no appetite right now. He's hurt. He's confused.
he's aroused.
Slightly. I was standing behind Cherry, and I'm at that perfect height.
See that sherry butt?
Hmm.
We learn that this is not grease all over his body.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Fuck. Uh,
I want to walk to the door and see if it's still raining outside.
It is.
Will,
Father, I really don't trust going out in this rain. Every time there's rain, Strahd comes. I was wondering if you had some rooms here that we could stay at.
or kind of in a big room.
Yeah.
Seats.
So he'll tell you that if people choose to stay the night, they sleep in the sanctuary proper.
Oh, okay.
may I have a word with you, Father?
You can have as many as you desire.
In private, please.
Sure.
I assume he's gonna take us into the same room.
So,
then.
what does the holy water do? Real quick.
I think
So-
that actually has to be thrown on somebody. Like the
Well,
oil can be placed on weapons,
Or it's
but
used to.
the water is like a bomb almost.
Yes. So
It does hurt though. Is good.
yeah, holy water. You can either dump it on someone, or you can throw it at them. You can only throw it 20 feet. But if it hits, and the enemy is undead or a fiend, then it deals them 2d6 radiant damage.
Nice.
And isn't there a splash to it, like 5 feet or something like that?
No.
Oh. So I assume the priest is gonna take me into the same room that they explained us the missing bones.
Yep.
All right, so it's just me and him.
Mhm.
So, Father, there has been something that I've been keeping from everybody else, but I need to tell you. When we followed the lady with the cakes, uh, she had taken over my mind and required that I follow her, and I did. and then required that I watch the door, which I did. While watching the door, I saw something that I cannot unsee. I do know where Yeska is, but he is no more. And I need to tell you, but I do not want it to start a panic.
Make a persuasion check.
A 12.
You see this man who threw. Uh, he is whatever has come against him. Tears form in his eyes, and he looks up to you.
I
And
will stone me too.
he'll say, you stood there, and you did nothing as a child was killed in front of you.
Believe me, I wanted to. I was screaming, but I did not have control of my mind. And the moment that control was broken, and with a fervor, man. And I did everything I could, including jumping out of a to kill her. Why our had died. Gary had been controlled by her as well, and convinced of a window. We lost a friend as well. I'm very don't want I'm I don't want to tell everybody that I needed you to know.
Good should never.
You are right.
He was safe here with me.
You are right.
We were all safe until you and the cats and
You were all safe until Strahd's lackeys convinced your gravedigger to steal the bones for money, and then you were you asked us to find the child and find the bones.
I asked you
That
to
was
find the child. I said nothing of the bones. And it was not until you turned into a beast and terrified the people that Yeska was gone. He was here with me and he was safe. And then you scared him away. And then you watched him die.
what were the words that Yeska said to you when he found out that bones were missing from my very tactless cat friend? What were the exact words he said to you?
It doesn't matter. I could have calmed him. I could have calmed everyone. I
I
could have
agree.
taken care of this. This is not the first time something has happened that made people lose their faith. It was not until you came, and you frightened them, and you drove him from this holy house. And now you come and tell me he is dead, and you watched him die, and you did nothing. You did nothing. Get out. Leave. Leave this place. You are not welcome here. You are not welcome in this house of healing, of prayer, and of goodness. You are a monster. Go.
I will lower my head and I will go. I'm going to, as I walk out the door, I'm gonna shoulder check plays and sings as I walk out.
I'm gonna guess you guys had a good talk.
I don't say anything.
Did the father follow him out?
He did not.
Okay.
Baz, where's he going?
I don't know.
Yeah, I kind of like sit up from laying down on the pew. Marcus, where you going off to? I mean, it's not safe to go out right now.
I am not welcome in this church. You guys stay and be safe. I will be outside. I'm not gonna go
Okay.
outside of the ring that was imposed as hallowed. I'll leave the steps, but I'm not gonna go far away from the church.
Okay.
I wonder what happened back there in the room.
That's the father.
That's a good idea. I'm not really see what happened. So I'm gonna think.
I'm just gonna like sit there like wondering why he did that.
Yeah. As you open the door, in his hands, and as he hears the door open, he says, "No, please, leave me for now."
We are just see if everything was okay. Our friend Marcus, he kind of just walked off out into the rain, and oddly for him, did not really say anything because he likes to say a lot.
Do I see tears rolling down his face?
Oh yeah, he is crying.
I use control water cantrip to wipe the tears off his face.
Okay.
And leave.
I follow Sherry. Kind of take a seat on the pew again and just kind of like lay back.
Yeah, you can. So it's still just afternoon.
So so it's like afternoon. Okay. So what do you guys think our next plan of action should be? Well, we can't just sit here in the church the entire time.
Well, that riddle about the cornfield or the scarecrows.
I mean, we have that riddle, yeah.
We could go back to the scarecrows and hopefully not make them attack us.
Yeah, but the field wasn't covered in snow. Plus, we have you find a wizard staff and a tube and a book and
Maybe there's a clue at the. I don't know.
What of these bird people?
I mean, we can ask though. They're the ravens, the were ravens. They're just they have the whole that man captured right now. We took. Maybe we should definitely go there. I kind of have a feeling that our business is kind of done here for now, and that we're kind of not really welcomed.
I don't know about you. It sounds like the only one not kind of welcome is is Vakis. Did the father tell you guys to leave? Like leave the building?
He did tell us to leave, but there's not much we can do for him right now.
I go outside to where Vakis is.
I'm sitting in the rain. Like full on rain.
She likes the water.
All right, so where are you going?
Well, I'm gonna go ask Vakis what he thinks the next step should be, and I also use shape water to remove all the rain from where we're standing.
Sure.
It is not a decision for me to make myself. There may be individuals in this town that may be able to give us information. We've basically only been to a couple places. There could be a burgomaster. Could be other individuals. I don't. I know that I cannot be in rest.
I agree with the rest, but we're not gonna, at least in my opinion, we can't stay here and have you be left out in the rain, figuratively and literally.
I'm not hurt by any sort of just rain.
Ostracism is cruel, and I won't have any part
Do
of it.
not blame the priest.
If he wasn't so adventurous and brave, he would never have gotten into this in the first place. It's it's not your fault.
I owe you a debt I cannot repay.
Help me seek revenge. Help me kill this menace.
Without question. Well, if you don't want me staying outside, then the only place that we seem welcome would be the inn.
That's where I'd like to go anyway.
Run it by the party.
All right. I talked to Vakis. We're gonna go to the inn. Feel free to join us. If you want to stay here, that's fine too.
I'll
Well,
just hear a loud gulp from me.
and it beats just kind of lounge around here and listen to rain beat on stone the entire time.
I mean, we gotta go out there.
Come on, kitty, kitty. The water's not gonna hurt you. Plus, it might get some of that stank off.
All right, so you guys head over to the inn, where you are welcomed by Uric and his brother, and they ask what happened with Henrik.
So
He was taken care of.
Very well. And the bones will return to the church.
The
Yes,
bows,
it is
yes.
hollowed again.
Excellent. Uh, Final thing. There have been reports from our brothers that Strahd has been seen in the city. Do you know anything about this?
We had a encounter with the beast that's known as Strahd. He decided to, chuck our little friend here, but he could not cross the hollow ground of the church.
Very well. If he is so brazen to show his face in the town, then perhaps we need to be more aggressive as well. Have you Are you aware of anything that could assist us in this fight?
Uh, the cornfield or the scarecrows in the tome, guys.
Uh, we uh we had a night with the gypsies. Yeah, your caravan folk, this land. They welcomed us into their camp, and we shared drink and food with them, and their leader shared with us a vision and told us, I guess, a riddle or story. But I can't really make too much of it.
What did she say? Do you remember the words exactly? Often in the riddles, it is the things that seem minute details that you must find to know what they're speaking of.
Uh, Gizmo, he kind of knows it the best. I know bits and parts. So the wizard staff, tome, and snow-covered garden, and guardians, and it's a lot over my head. I'm more of the, you know, swing first, ask later type person.
Very well. So what items are we looking for?
Does anybody got the riddle written down?
I did, but I lost it because my computer restarted without my permission.
I know Jordan's AFK. He's the one that actually does have it written down.
Um. Well, make a. Go ahead and make an intelligence check. Yeah, to try to remember what they said. No, Sherry, you weren't there. Damn it.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna do it anyway.
Gary had them memorized by heart.
He knew it so good, man.
I rolled a
there's
6.
Yeah, I
That's-
didn't save it.
No, I rolled a 5. So Breck is definitely living up to being Breck.
He's Brecken super hard.
Yeah. Breck is here for intelligent, witty banter and smacking things with swords.
Um. So, uh, without more information, you guys are able to tell him the things that you do remember. There's a Mad Dog's crypt, a garden that has snow on it. Um, there's another crypt of a wizard, and you're looking for his staff. Um, the only one that these guys kind of have an inkling towards. Uh, they said that to the north there is a city where once there was a large church. It snows there with the frequency of the rain here. Perhaps this is where we should be looking.
This is when pleasant things will yell out. I love snow.
Pleasant things. You understand snow is frozen water, right?
He'll just laugh at you. Nice try. You can't scare me.
Ah, Gizmo. We're talking about the riddle.
Yes, the riddle. What about it?
Oh, we're not wise in the ideas of what actually all the tiles except for bits and pieces. But I knew that you
The fortune.
kept a log of it.
Yeah, sadly, my log isn't that good. I'm kind of illiterate, so I did what I could. We need to find a tome that's hidden in a crypt of a wizard. His staff is key. So, do you know a crypt of a wizard?
I do not.
Garden covered in snow, watched over by scarecrows?
I say that there is a city to the north that was dominated by a church. It snows there constantly. Do you know what the item is hidden there?
No, it just said look to the guardian of it. So they didn't tell us the exact item. Just look at the guardian, and that's where we'll find the item that's there. How about a mad dog crypt?
A mad dog. I know of no mad dogs. Why would a dog be interred in a crypt?
Because he's mad. Maybe it's like a guy who had mad dogs and he got buried with them, because we gotta find the bones, and that's where the treasure is.
What if Mad Dog is just a euphemism or a nickname or something?
There's
The
that too.
general,
Oh, there you go.
Croval. His crypt lies inside Castle Ravenloft.
Oh,
Oh,
Perfect.
maybe we hold off on that one right now until we.
How about a? The other one I got is the other two were kind of vague. I was terrible at my logs. A man, a man haunts a tower of a castle, and another guy who haunts a tomb of a guy he envied above all.
I don't know.
Maybe we should go back to this woman and try to find out if she can reread our fortune.
I think maybe we should check out that town that snows.
I mean, it makes sense. You happen to have a map so we can see where it's at?
Or you give us directions.
So, this town.
So we're there.
Yep. Let me make sure. I just have to figure out which letter it is.
I gotcha. Probably X, the furthest one.
Well, we started in Barovia.
Started in Barovia, made our way around. Now we're in N.
Wait, so we're looking for who?
We're looking for the town that always snows, so we can try to find the garden there that's watched over by scarecrows.
These are mountains. Maybe X. X is in the mountains. Y looks like it's in the mountains as well, and then there's just northern areas like Z, S, maybe V. I don't
Oh,
know.
it's on the map. It's over here. It's S.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, the village is Krezik.
Well, that looks like a short jaunt over. Maybe we can swing by this lake over here and go for a swim. Don't you agree, Plays and Sings?
Nope. I'll meet you guys at the town if you do that.
I say we put them in a bag and throw them in the water. What do you guys say?
Nah. It's thinking would not be that great, but it can be helpful at times.
You mean with his healing spells? His blurting out to Strahd?
Why do we still keep this guy around?
I have no idea.
Comic relief?
I watched his throat get slit.
He is.
I bet that
the
was
worst
fantastic.
bard I've ever heard.
Did we bury Gary? I don't think we did.
Oh, we need to do the funeral
Funeral.
rites.
He's still in the
Yeah.
church.
He's just
in the church.
rotting there.
We were supposed to get a boat casket, but we totally got
Sidetracked by
vampires.
and child babies pies. All right, so first thing, Gary's funeral up at the lake, then over to Krezik. Excuse me, real quick. Do you happen to know anyone that can make magical weapons or stuff that's imbued with a magical property?
Who are you asking?
The innkeeper.
Oh, the innkeeper. Okay.
So that we can because right now the only one who seems to be doing full damage is Breck with his one sword and me with windows.
And me, Bez.
Oh yeah, Baz because he just hurls magic.
And we, Bears!
He doesn't know of any powerful enchanters who are here. If anyone would be have such skill, they would probably be attached in some way to the burgomaster.
Oh, so we should make our way to the burgomaster and let him know of our good deeds?
The burgomaster? I mean, like a thieves guild?
He's a master of burgling.
He'll tell you that perhaps you could talk with Blinsky. He doesn't know how much magic he has, but there is magic in his crafts that he makes.
Right.
Oh, but
I'm gonna go see Blinsky then. Is
All
Blinsky
right.
the one with the giant retarded child?
No, that guy was in the other town.
That he was. You are correct.
Okay, so Jordan wants to go see Blinsky. What do you
I'll
guys
follow.
want to do?
I'm gonna follow.
Rex with Jordan.
I'll follow as well. Well, is
Okay.
it raining out still, or is it?
It is raining.
I'll stay in the inn.
I will grab Blazing Things and drag him outside to come with the rest of the group.
no, leave him.
As stupid as it sounds, he seems to still be the best one to be able to talk to people, though he chooses to say the wrong things.
All I'm saying is Strahd would probably try to kill us if, Irene got hurt.
Yes,
And he may be more powerful than we have seen.
Whose side are you on?
I'm on the side of Living.
That doesn't
you
answer
do
the question.
realize Yeah, you do realize that he is dead, correct?
Spoken like a true bard.
That's why I'm on the side of living and not the undead side.
Are you sure? Because you seem to have abandoned your team's
You know,
plan.
I just saved your guys' lives, as far as I know. So,
like Polly said, a cat that sings all night will not see you tomorrow morning.
if he was able to grab Baz through the hallowed grounds, what else could he do?
I don't know, maybe like the last church that he walked to, he just walked right up to it. Oh wait, he couldn't do that. Why was that? Anybody know?
What other powers does he have that we don't know of?
I know. The bones.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. Brex got it.
Rex the smart one again.
I like take off in the middle of their jabbering.
Yep.
Sure.
To-
Where are you going, Sherry?
I'm going towards the river to look for local fish people that may have a boat, a small boat
Okay.
that I can buy from them.
There are docks up towards the lake. Okay, so Sherry is off towards the lake. At least Jordan and Breck are going to Blinsky's.
I am going to the Burgomaster as well.
Blinsky is not the Burgomaster.
Then I am going with them.
Okay. Baz.
We'll stay at the inn.
Okay, and Tile.
I'm gonna watch.
I'll say at the end.
I'm gonna watch
Okay.
Plays and Sings. Give him a stank eye.
And with your 3 madness, you're pretty sure that he's not
Dos. I got 2, man. About to
How
go to
much gold
third.
did I find? It was 600, you said?
It's 600 you gave her to everybody.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. All right.
So Sherry up at the lake. They would be able to construct a small wooden vessel. For probably just a few gold if you had materials. They had to purchase them, it'd probably be like 10 gold.
Nothing too fancy. Doesn't need a rudder. Doesn't need oars, but make it look nice. So
Sure. They'll do that for 10 gold.
all right, I hand him 10 gold pieces, and I say, "It's time sensitive. If you don't mind."
Certainly. If it doesn't have to be fancy, but nice looking, come back in an hour.
I nod and walk away. I'm going back to the church.
Sure. All right. Baz and Plays and Sings. You're at the inn. There is one man in there, and he has been watching you for a while now. As soon as your friends left, he has been eyeballing you ever since.
Does he look familiar?
He does not.
To both of us? Doesn't look familiar to both of us?
Nope.
Psst. Pussy. We got a tail.
What's up, fatty?
We got a tail.
I know I have a tail.
No, not your tail. Guy in the corner.
Oh. I'll stand up and I'll walk over to him.
Behind. I'll walk to him too.
Okay.
Hey, man. You, what's up? And I'll look back at Baz and, like, put a thumbs up and, like, smile.
He will look you up and down. He is a half elf, male. On his shoulder is a small monkey. He wears very colorful clothing. And he will tell you that he has been listening to you. Ears like these are quite sharp. And he believes that he knows of one of the items that you're speaking of.
Do you now?
He does.
It's quite dangerous to listen upon others' conversations.
Well, it is quite dangerous to go up against the devil unarmed.
Not when you've got prowess like me. Now let's talk. What
He
do you
will
know?
gesture to his table and invite you to sit.
I'll hop in a chair and I'll invite pleasant things.
I'll follow suit.
He motions to the bartender who brings over a few drinks, and he will tell you that he is a traveler and a person with a long life such as him is a collector of stories. The story that he knows is of town of Krezik. There is an abbey there, dedicated to Saint Markovia. It is said that in this abbey was a holy relic. It was dedicated to the ancient gods of this land. It is a symbol, a holy symbol, that is marked with a raven. It once stood on the altar of the abbey in the sanctuary proper. However, as times became worse and worse, it is said that the monks and the nuns of the abbey uh, banded together, and instead of letting this holy relic fall into evil hands, they hid it somewhere on the grounds.
And how did you come by this information?
It is, as I said, I am old. I hear stories, and I am quite the storyteller myself.
I'll ask him if he knows who the innkeeper of it is.
Yurik?
Yeah.
Yeah, he knows him well. He's been staying here for several months.
Do you know what he is?
The proprietor of an inn.
An excellent innkeep is all he is.
That's what I was curious. Just making sure we thought the same about him.
He's a good man.
I see that you've given some information, but you haven't asked for anything yet. What is it you want, monkey man?
Well, Goblin Face, uh, the things that I want are not easy to come by. And so perhaps if my information proves valuable to you, upon your return, I will ask a favor of you.
What kind of favor?
One that is known to me, and one that is for you to know should you meet my requirements.
Very well. We shall discuss this upon the return of our party.
I expect to be out of town for a few days. However, if you do manage to find this holy symbol, uh, you may return and speak more to me of this. Just ask Ulrich if Rictavio is present,
Rectavio, very nice.
and he will make a flourished bow, which the monkey copies.
Oh,
And
gentlemen,
if you continue to speak to him, the next a while passes before he takes off.
Okay.
The other three. Blinskis. So there is a building. It is made of wood. The glass on the window is dirty, but there is a large sign hanging above it that has a sign that has several like colored balls on it. It is painted very brightly despite the grime that is on it. And above the doorway is another sign that says, "Is no fun, is no Blinsky."
It looks like a toy shop. Right. Is there really gonna be much help for this against vampires and other things that go bump in the night?
Well, maybe he makes some really cool toys that do some damage. Let's go in and find out. I want to go inside.
Okay. So it is open. There is a man behind a counter. As you look around, there are several things in the window. There are toys. There are marionettes. There are little small boxes that look like carts. There are toys of every kind. Painted animals. Just small wooden toys.
Is there any thing that's super shiny?
Make a perception check.
Uh, 20.
There actually are a few shiny things. Some of the marionettes have the glass eyes that kind of glitter in the candlelight as it hits them.
I want to go up to the guy.
I'm gonna
As
be
you
staring at the marionettes and everything,
Sure.
playing with them.
So when you come in, you see a man who is pretty fat. He has a beard. He is wearing brightly colored purple and green clothes that are kind of split. Like there is a pattern to it where it's they alternate. So it's split down the center and then it's purple green, like a jester kind of. Could not think of the word jester. On his shoulder is also a small monkey, although it hops around from place to place, making noise, picking things up, making small clatters. And as you approach the counter, he looks to you and puts on a big smile, and he says, "Welcome, friends, to the House of Blinsky, where your happiness and smiles can be bought at bargain prices. Perhaps you know of a little child in need of joy, a little toy for a girl or boy."
Breck is just giggling to himself. He plays like a marionette and laughs at the rhyming.
Sorry, my friend is he enjoys simple things. So not really looking for a toy per se. Maybe you by chance have something for adults to attack the undead and deal extra damage to, or stuff like that.
He kind of exaggeratedly puts a finger to his chin and taps. And he says, "Yes, I think I have something that you may like." And you see he takes the doll that he was working on, that is on the counter. He kind of pushes it to the side, and he reaches down under the counter and he brings out just the body of a doll and a small bag, and he tumbles the bag out onto the counter, and there are 9, 10 heads for the doll, and you see he kind of joyfully laughs as he puts one on and he makes the doll dance, and he takes it off and he puts on another head, and they all kind of fit on. He's like, maybe this is what you look for.
That's amusing. But I'm more looking for like maybe like a special crossbow.
Oh yes, you are looking to do damage. Maybe hurt someone, maybe kill someone.
Yeah, preferably the undead sort.
Excellent, excellent. And he picks up the little heads and he puts them back in the bag and he tucks it back under the counter.
Sir,
and he kind of hustles off to the side.
Real quick, before I didn't say to put the toy away. I'm fascinated with this.
Wonderful. And he'll put it back to the counter, and he will grab something from the other side and bring it back over. And this looks like a gallows. And he has a small doll there, and he walks it up to the block, and he puts the head in the little noose, and he'll tell you to push this button right here.
I push the button.
Frank wants to do it. Frank wants to do it.
All right, Breck.
Gently.
Frank tries to gently push the button.
As you do, the block drops out, and the man hangs, and it kind of sways underneath. You see, you can kill any number of men with this.
Frank claps his hands together in childish nature.
May I ask, how do I?
This place is the best, Gizmo.
How do I kill men with this if they're bigger than me?
Oh, so you are looking for something that is not quite as it seems.
I guess
a toy
so.
that is more than just a toy.
Yes, you're eccentric. You know this.
He's like, yes, I do. And he
Okay.
pokes his head under, and he comes out. And it looks like a human, but it is much rounder. His feet look like it's tucked up under it, and he says, "You see, sometimes when you're looking for something that's not as it seems," and he kind of pops the cap off, and inside is a smaller doll that looks very similar, and he takes it out and he sets it. You are looking for things that are more on the inside than the outside. And he'll pop its head off, and inside is a smaller doll, and he takes it out and he sets it on the counter, and he says, "But what you are looking for is the joy that you keep inside you." And he pops its head off, and inside there is a smaller doll. He says, "You see, this is the thing you are looking for, the joy inside."
I definitely feel some joy inside me right now.
You see, I feel that people need this joy because there is a monster loose. Oh, and he
how do
pokes
we?
his head down, and 1 second, and he pops up and he says, "Perhaps you are afraid of the devil's Strahd." And he pops his hand out, and on it is a ventriloquist dummy that looks just like Strahd. And he says, "Oh, I am going to come and get you. I am the devil's Strahd."
No.
You got me.
He's pretty good. He's pretty good at this.
Can you make modifications to items?
Maybe give Breck a chance to ask a question.
Go ahead.
You have a whimsical nature to you, but you're acting with these toys with buttons and everything. Can you make these toys kind of interact and walk on their own, like with magical sense?
Make a persuasion check.
Oh crap! 8.
He will say that he is not that talented. However, he is a student of a great inventor and toy maker. Fritz von Weirg. And he has heard rumors that von Weirg was able to do the things that you speak of, and that once he even went so far as to make a man out of clockwork.
Clockwork Man. That's
Uh,
pretty impressive, actually.
it is beautiful. It is a masterpiece, and
So,
I hear that it lies in Castle Ravenloft.
of
Really?
course it lies in Castle Ravenloft. Because
In the Devil's Strahd-
everything
Well,
lies in Castle Ravenloft.
Well, understandable if the Devil Strahd would want such an artifact. He seems like a collector of fine things.
So,
Yes.
excuse me, sir. Real quick. And I lay my hand crossbow down onto the table. I was wondering, since you are so adept at making these fanciful toys and stuff like that, I was wondering if you can add some modifications to my crossbow here, in order to, enhance it a little bit.
Like so that it can shoot dolls. That's what I think he's going to do.
I mean, if the dolls do, extra damage to undead people, would it be a bad thing?
He will pick up the crossbow and look at it, and he'll say that he does not think that there's much to be done here. The things that he makes with the moving parts, they are small, and he'll pick up like a very small, like a knight that has kind of a little key in the back, and he'll twist it, and the knight will walk it like chick 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 chick. Sometimes I am able to put music in the things, and he'll pick up the doll that he was working on, and he will pull out a small bass, and he'll kind of put the doll's foot into the bass, and he will turn another key, and it's kind of like a music box where the little doll turns.
So I got a question for you. How much is it for the Strahd doll?
This is a not just a doll. This is a ventriloquist dummy, and he will pick it up and he'll make it talk. He's like, I am the greatest dummy in all the lands. I am the Lord Strahd von Dummyvich, and I
How-
cost 9 silver pieces.
Oh, that's a steal.
Oh, yeah, no. Question. How realistic is this ventriloquist dummy?
I mean, it's definitely a ventriloquist dummy, but it looks pretty nice.
All right.
I mean, like the clothes are
gonna-
made of real cloth,
I-
and the face is
I'm gonna
painted
give
very
him
well.
7 silver for it.
I want to look around the store. I'm looking for toy soldiers.
Okay, yeah, he has a bunch of them.
I'm looking for like a warrior type, like a shield and sword one.
Yep, he's got a boatload.
All right. I need one with dark hair.
Yep, several.
Okay.
Are you gonna name it Gary?
Yeah, I need 2 of these.
Oh my god.
Very well. He'll tell you they are 2 copper apiece.
I give the man a gold.
It's breaking.
Very well.
I give you this because you have brought much pleasure to my heart today.
As enchanting as this has been, I really don't think that he has any sort of weapons, Gizmo.
I think there's more to this man, but he's maybe he's a little on guard.
This man is a genius. He brings the love.
Your old master, is he located in Castle Ravenloft too?
Oh no. He has been dead for many years. Since I was a little boy.
Oh. Do you happen to know where he is buried? So we can pay our respect to this master trainer?
Yeah, he's in the graveyard near the church.
Okay.
Are you thinking about digging up this guy's body?
Yes. All right. Well, sir, thank you for the dummy. And we shall part. We will definitely make our way back through here. Oh, do you have anything that shoots water out?
He does not.
Oh, that is something that I can do.
Because I want to torment Plays and Sinks. I want to
Sure.
lay this dummy next to him in his sleep, and when he wakes up, he sees it, and then we throw water at him.
He will giggle. He says, "Oh, this sounds like a wonderful prank." And he will tell you, if you do come back, you seem the sort who may venture towards the castle. I would very much like to see this man that Fritz made. If you were to bring it back to me, I would reward you as well as I could.
I think we can definitely try to do that. Now, say it doesn't happen to be working, but we bring it back. Is that okay?
If it doesn't work, I could never learn to make things like it.
Well, what I mean is, what happens if we happen to just shut it down for the time being? Because it's in the
I
castle.
don't think you understand. This is a man. Men do not turn off.
I mean,
He is alive.
Maybe he's.
I just worry.
Is a sentient, or
Can I insight check him?
Sure.
Can somebody roll for me? I had to run and get Amanda cigarettes.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
I have a +7.
That is a 19.
I'm
This
trying
guy
to
seems
discern-
legit.
I'm trying to discern if he's holding back any information regarding the Clockwork Man.
He doesn't seem to be.
Okay.
He's telling you all these things he believes are true.
I'm heading out. I thank Blitzky for the enjoyment.
I bow to him and Linsky, real quick. Do you happen to know other than anyone that makes weapons that are, above normal by chance?
I do not need any weapons. I do not know anybody.
And scene. I walk out. I say thank you and head on out.
Okay, head out to the lake.
Okay.
Why did we think the Toy Master would have weapons?
We had magical things. That's what I told.
Yeah, we didn't know he was a toy master until we got there.
And it was quite magical. I mean, I feel better.
It is an enchanting place in a very depressing town.
That it is. So we need to go to the burglar.
No, I'm headed to the lake. You guys.
Yep. Breck is going to the lake. You guys can head to the Burgomaster if you like.
I would like to.
Yep.
All right. So, let's see. Sherry gets to the church, and you are passed by a few carriages on the way, but you're able to get there pretty quickly.
Can I ask for the father to help me load my brother's body into my crazy awesome boat that floats?
The father is not in the sanctuary when you go in.
Oh. Is there anybody there?
Not in the sanctuary, not out in kind of the open.
I'm gonna make my way to where my brother's body is then.
Okay. So he is outside. There is a small wooden shack. It's not Milovaj's shack, but it is near it. And this is where the bodies rest until they are ready to be buried.
Can I locate my brother's body and
Oh,
load it into
totally.
my? Okay, I want to just load it into my little boat, familiar thing.
Yep, the captain ship. You can do that.
And I'm gonna go back to the lake.
All right. When you get there, you see Breck waiting patiently on the docks.
I had an emotional, like, quarter-mile walk or whatever that is, half-mile walk. Was yelling at Gary for getting himself killed and being a fool. But I smile when I see Breck.
Hello there, Sherry. You said you were gonna be here with Gary, and we put the man to rest.
That is what we'll do.
Uh, I know this is what we'll bring him back, but we ended up getting sidetracked at some toy shop, and I found these two shoulders, these two warriors. They remind me of Gary, and I bought them. I'd like to give you one, just to kind of just remember to carry along with you.
Thanks, Breck. I appreciate that.
Yo, Breck is gonna smash.
and then
Quarter orc.
and then
If the dirt I'm standing on turns to mud.
It was already mud. It's raining.
then I'll help
There's
Sherry,
a torrential river.
like push the boat into the lake.
So as you are there, the men come up and they bring the small wooden craft. It is well made. You can tell that care went into it.
Oh, they're gonna feel bad about what they're to do.
They'll leave it with you, and they'll notice a smell, and they will kind of look into your little vessel, and they will nod in understanding and bow and take off.
I just give him like a half smile instead of saying thank you. My worry, Breck, is that we won't have enough material to light on fire because it's all drenched in this rain.
Oh, we'll try our best.
I have spells that can do the trick, but we would need to make sure that we have enough to light in the first place. So I need to go find some twigs and branches and stuff if I can.
Sure. And Breck, you know,
Yeah, I
mean,
know.
this isn't
Survival.
something unfamiliar. So,
Yeah.
you know that if you got us some oil, that it would probably do the trick.
Yeah, I gather. I grew up in the wild, so I know how to like start fires and stuff like that.
So yeah, you get together some branches, some twigs, a little bit of oil, a flask of oil, to kind of douse it.
And then we'll shove him off, and I will cast Chromatic Orb at the boat.
All right. How far away from the shore is the boat?
So I'll wait until it's about like 20 or so feet away, and I'll just cast the thing like.
Okay.
And then I'll also do a gust if I could. Or hang on, let me look at my spell slots, make sure I can even do this. Yeah, so I have a level 2 spell slot that I'll just do Gust of Wind and push the boat out as I then cast Chromatic Orb to light it on fire.
Sure. Yeah, you roll damage for the orb.
What you forgot is Breck's in the boat.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's pretty wet. Let's just see, you know.
That's 15.
Oh yeah, that boat lights up. It is 60 feet out, and that pyre begins to burn, and it gives off plenty of light. And you, as you stand there, and the two of you watch it float out into the water. It gets about 70, 80 feet, and it kind of comes to a rest. And you watch as you see the smoke rising, and the fire dims down a little bit, and you feel kind of a cathartic sense as you let go of your friend and your brother, your companion, Breck, you just of a few weeks, but Sherry, you for your life. And as you are just watching, and you kind of lean into each other for a little bit of support, nothing too gushy. Um, you see suddenly something fall from the sky and strike the boat with great force, so much that it makes waves. And you see rise up out of the smoke a fairly familiar form, and you hear it call out, "This was very touching, and I am sorry that you are the first, but I told you I would be watching you, and as you have made my life difficult, so shall I yours." And you see him lift Gary's body and fly off eastward.
You motherfucking son of a bitch bastard! I'm gonna fucking kill you!
I like run into the fucking water, like just like kind of like a madman.
Yeah, you guys, your shouts, your curses, Breck, your impressive swimming abilities
Yes.
are no deterrent to the devil as he takes off eastwards towards the castle.
Oh, bye bye, Gary.
We'll meet again, I guess.
Sister, what is happening to me?
So down at the, excuse me, the burgomaster's mansion. Just Jordan and food, right?
Correct.
All right. So you approach, and it is large and impressive, very similar to the one in Barovia, but like the church, it is much more well kept. Um, you even though you hear that there are still undead problems in the city, it's obvious that with the presence of the guards and people on alert, things get taken care of pretty quickly. So the plastered stone walls, they're still good looking. They have a fairly fresh coat of paint on. There are people going in and out of the house. Many of them are carrying bundles of sticks and twigs, which they begin to they bring into the house and then they quickly leave. Not like they're running out, but they go about their business. They bring them in, they drop them off, they leave, they go in, they bring them, drop them off.
I want to stop one of them and be like, should I bring, sir, madam, whatever, you know, whether it's man or woman. Well, why are you guys bringing bundles of sticks and dropping them off?
Surely you jest. Do you not know that the festival begins this evening? These are all for the
Yes.
construction of the sun.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I heard about it, but as you can see by my appearance and my friends here, we're not from this area, so it's that's why I'm a little confused. Where's the best place to get sticks so I can add my offering?
We are surrounded by woods.
Ah, touche, touche. Thank you very much. In my immediate vicinity, is there any like bundle of sticks or anything like that?
No, they are all stacked up. The area around the mansion is clearly well taken care of.
Ah, okay.
The yard is manicured.
Ah, okay. Hedges are trimmed.
Yes.
Which number is it on here, or
He
is
just,
it?
he just kicked out a bush and go, here's my
It
offer.
is. Yeah, it's N3, so it's over here.
Okay. All right. So go in. I want to go inside and go up.
Yep. The doors to the mansion proper are closed.
I will knock on the door.
Almost immediately, there is a maid at the door, and she asks how she can serve you.
Good evening. I was wondering if I could, by chance, talk to your resident magic user, or anyone that is keen on creating special items for troops to use against the horde of evil.
She will kind of giggle a little bit and say, "Well, the only magic users here are the Baronet. I don't know that I would call him a master, but he's constantly doing something or the other up in the attic with his spell book."
Ah,
Giggity.
yes. Can I come in and speak to him?
Do we need an appointment to see him?
This is very pressing. We also just need to relay some information as well to, like, the burgomaster is the mayor, correct?
Yes.
Okay. We also just want to relay some information to him as well, so he can pass on to the fine burgomaster.
And do you have a moment to hear about our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ?
So she will tell you. If you would like to speak to the Baronet, perhaps you should speak first with the Baron.
Oh,
The
perfect.
Burgomaster, Baron Vargas Valovich.
Ah, yes, we'll gladly speak to him.
Can you say that name again?
Vargas Valakovich.
The burgomaster.
The
That's a lot
Burgomaster.
of that's a lot of V's.
Yeah, I know. I almost
Vargas
tripped over that.
Valovich.
Valakovich.
Vazalo,
Vargas is talking to Vogovich.
Vargas is
Vargas-
going to speak to Vargas Valakovich.
Yes, please lead the way to your fine baron.
She will escort you into a drawing room.
I before she leaves, I'd like to ask, would it be okay if I smoke my pipe in here?
The Baroness prefers that no one smoke indoors.
Okie dokie.
I promise my friend will not smoke. Cat's honor.
As soon as she walks out, I'm going to take a small flame and light a couple of the hairs on the back of Giz's head, so that there's a little bit of smoke.
I want to try to move.
It is the gentlest of burning, singeing of hairs. No, I
So-
do not. Nope. Yep. Go.
Yeah. A little singe, a little dodge, and you see, or the room you're led into has a small desk, and behind that desk is the Burgomaster.
Good. Is it? What time is it now?
Afternoon.
Good afternoon, Baron. How are you today?
I am quite well. In fact, I will be much better after this evening when the festivals commence. It is such a good thing. You see, some people are worried that rumors are flying about that the devil himself is walking the streets, but you know how these things are. The commoners, they speak and speak. In fact, sometimes I think they speak just so they can't hear themselves in misery. But, of course, that is what we are here to combat, and that is why we are having the festival.
Ah, yes. I've heard so much about this festival, and I'm actually really looking forward to partaking in it.
As
Um,
well, you should. This is going to be a wonderful feast, wonderful party, wonderful decorations, wonderful celebration. In fact, I dare say that the festival itself will be delightful.
Definitely.
Oh,
I just want to say that I've really enjoyed your town. We've actually seen and tried to help out as much as we could. I don't know if you heard about the fiasco over at the church. Did you happen to hear about that?
Oh, yes, of course, the rabble rousers are going to cause problems wherever they can. They think that if they cause enough trouble, then people will move to action, and once again, we will go out and fight the devil on his own grounds. But of course, the fools don't recognize that I am the one in charge, and I will not be moved to action by such foolish ideas.
I completely agree with this, sir. Uh, I just want to say, uh, I would like to assist you in security force during the festival, and offer our assistance, and just in case the rabble rousers, as you say, decide to perk up and try to cause more chaos throughout your town. But I know that through my travels throughout this land that I am sorely under equipped, and that's why I'm reaching out to you to talk to your, what's the guy's name, the the magic dude,
The
the
magic dude.
the baronet.
Oh, the baronet.
Yep. Want to reach out to the baronet and just see if he could be of assistance to us with helping enhance our items, enhance our weapons of sort.
Victor! You want to speak with Victor? Oh, he is as much a magic user as I am a knight, I'll tell you. Oh, hang, and there's a knock at the door, and a woman, advanced in age but still very beautiful. She comes in. She says, "Darling, oh, you have guests. It's time for afternoon tea. Surely your friends can join us if they would care to. You can continue to speak on matters of great importance as I chat with the ladies."
You said ladies. Oh, okay. Wait, are these ladies married to other people in town? I don't want to overstep any boundaries.
Well, some of them are. I don't know. It really depends on who attends which day.
Well, madam, I think you and I have more to talk about than I do with the Baron, so you can point me in the way of these lovely ladies that are not taken care of. Oh, Jesus Christ, you have a map made. This is terrible.
this sounds perfect. The whole party is here.
Well,
This
it's
is not a bad thing at all.
yeah, you're probably not gonna get sacrificed on a fire.
Pyres apparently don't work very well.
So, the Baron will take his seat at the head of the table here, and he will have you join as you will.
Bacchus, what do we get into?
I don't know, but I don't know what to do about it, so I'm going with it.
So as you sit down, the Baroness claps, and a butler and a maid walk in with a few trays, and the butler sets out trays of sandwiches, and the maid has several pots of tea that she puts on the table. And as you continue to pass some time, the Baroness is speaking. There are a couple of gentlemen and a few ladies joined with you at the table, and they're speaking of the things in the town, and how the fishing is going, and who is excited for the festival that will commence this evening, and just nonsense things that are just you know
Right.
small talk,
Small
time
talk.
wasting
Okay.
things.
I want to talk to the Baron and be like, so, Baron, what happens during these festival? Like, no one's really like described how it is.
Yes, of course. The festival is quite wonderful. There are, excuse me. This is the festival of the burning sun. It is a call to ancient times when the Morning Lord was here and he watched over us. And I believe that should we complete the festival and do everything in a pleasing way, we will bring joy to the city, and in doing so we will help to free ourselves from this curse that has been placed upon us by the devil. There will be cakes and meat pies, and food and drink and dancing and music and decorations, and I hear tell that there are even fireworks planned for this one. And as he mentions that, there are people, oh, firework, whoa.
Baz has started salivating and he doesn't know why.
Sure.
He just had the,
2 points of madness, that's why.
2 points of madness. Meat pies anywhere stated. He
It's
hears.
just drooling.
I get a napkin and I'm like, here you go, buddy.
And then you wipe his face for him.
Yeah.
Oh, this sounds like a great festivity. I can't wait to be in the crowd and watch the fireworks going off.
Yes, it will be quite the festival indeed. I would dare say that I've outdone myself this time. So you were speaking before of your desire to join us at the festival.
Oh, definitely. Like, we just came in right before it. I think this is an opportune time for us to see the culture within the area that we are at and immerse ourselves and just enjoy the festivities with the locals. Um, but at the same time, I also want to assist in case anything happens to come up where we can, say, just in case something happens. That's why we wanted to reach out to Victor to see if he can enhance our weapons, or if maybe you by chance have something that's enhanced that you could offer us, just as an assistance.
Oh yes, I remember now. No, there's no need for citizens like yourself to take up arms against the darkness. That's why we have guards. And oh yes, I'd forgot that you brought Victor up. And he will lean over to the butler and he will whisper something in his ear. I'll send for him. Yes, of course. Uh, yes, he's quite the mage. He most powerful magic user in town, I say. But I perhaps I'm biased. However, we have no need of additional bodyguards or weapon wielding folk. If you care to join the guards, then perhaps that's a good way for you to get the action that you seek. However, uh, I say that you should be more inclined to just sit back and enjoy the festival.
Oh, for tonight we definitely will. But we'll be on our way to see other villages in the very near future, and it's just as a means to protect ourselves as well.
You wouldn't be leaving before the festival ends, would you?
Oh no, 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 no. We'll be here to see it all.
What do the other guests look like? Like, what are they doing during this whole conversation?
Anglo-Saxons.
Yeah, they're making small talk. Make a perception check.
Oh, that's good. That's good. It's a 9.
Yeah, they're chit-chattering away. They're all eating, drinking. They seem to be having a lovely time.
I'm fumbling with with the the tea set. I assume that they gave me because I'm huge.
Yep.
Like trying my best to just like pinch it just gently just to drink it.
I look over at Vacus and be like, Vacus, remember, we're within the company of ladies and royalty. Pinky out, and I show him with my pinky out.
It's super fancy.
I attempt to do the same.
And the Baroness will turn to you and she'll say, "It's not often that we have someone of your stature join us here. When did you get to town?"
Well, pretty recently, just a couple of days ago, we came from Barovia.
Oh, Barovia, so dreary, so dreadful. Oh, it's good that you came here. The festival commences this evening. It'll last for the next 5 days or so, and during that time, everyone will be dancing and joyful. The sun will burn the entire time, and perhaps this will finally be the thing that drives off the devil.
One can hope.
And she'll come and she'll begin to speak with you on other things, the way you dress, the things that about you that you're displaying. What is this? And oh, where did you come by this lovely
Is there? So did they bring out food as well?
Oh yeah, there is trays of sandwiches on the table.
Are other people eating the food as well?
Yes, they are shoveling it in.
What are the Baron and the Baroness doing?
They're eating, they're talking very
Are
daintily.
the other guests, are they? I mean, you keep saying that they're exhibiting small talk. Are they? I guess my perception check couldn't tell that. I was gonna ask like, what's their like demeanor? Like, I mean, if they're
Yeah,
shoveling in food,
they're eating quite a bit, but they appear to be having a good time.
I will I will try to strike up a conversation with one of the ones that are next to me.
Okay. What do you want to talk about?
I guess I'll try to stay as on topic as possible and be like, so will you be attending the festival as well?
Oh yes, of course. Oh, these festivals, they're so good. So good for the city, so good for the air, so good for the people. Oh, I'll be out every day.
Are you related to the barony in some way or family friends?
No, not related by blood. And then she'll look at the Baron and she'll say, "But sometimes it feels like we're as close as family from the joy that we bring to each other."
I can tell. How does the food taste?
It's very good.
Is it do I could I tell any sort of like enchantment on it or anything like that, like the goddamn pies?
No, it's delicious.
Excuse
it's
me,
made
Baron.
well. It's cooked fine.
Uh, I have a friend who's a connoisseur of food, and these sandwiches are just delectable. I was wondering if there's any chance I could take a few back with me, just so he can partake in this as well and just enjoy it.
roll a persuasion check.
Oh yeah, this dude's handing me some sandwiches.
You
21.
have some sandwiches and a double straw dummy
He'll
that you're still looking around.
It's in the bag of holding.
Oh yeah, okay.
he'll turn to you, and with a large smile on his face, he will say, "Well, of course not. In fact, no, you can't take any food. But, however, I would love to welcome you, any friends you may have, as personal guests of mine for the festival. And I simply insist that you come and you join us for dinner this evening."
Also, there won't be any sort of like feast outside for everybody.
Well, certainly there will be, but I would like to invite newcomers to the town, possible new personal friends, to join me for a special meal this evening.
Of course, I will definitely talk to my companions. But I was wondering, by chance, if I could, prior to leaving, if I could definitely speak to Victor.
Oh yes, of course. And as you're speaking, you notice that the doors open here, and a young man of about 12 or 13 comes through, and the Baron will say, "Oh, yes, of course, he's here right now." And you see he is very thin. However, the eyes are the same as the Baron's. He's dressed fairly well, although his clothes are rumpled, as though he's been sitting or laying in them. And the Baron will call him over, and he will dutifully come over to his father and say, "Yes, yes, father. What how what can I do?"
My Baron, your son is a striking resemblance of you.
It's in the genetics. I always say that someone from a good family is good people, and we are good people. And I can tell, you are good people. I knew at the moment you walked in, I could trust you. You come from a good lineage, a lineage of kings, a lineage of lords, a lineage of finely groomed felines. I know that this this is someone who I can't let go of quite so quickly.
Cannot let go of like, oh, like you want him to live at the house.
No, no, no. Just to be close, make friends, learn what there is to learn, know what there is to know.
Well, sir, I would definitely love to uh, talk your ear off over dinner tonight. Um, but Victor,
Very well. How many should I expect?
6, I believe.
Very well. I shall tell the kitchen staff to prepare for 9 this evening. Because of
and
course, the Baroness and the Baronet will be joining us.
and Baronet, I was wondering, you are amazing at magic. I was wondering if you could show me a little bit.
He kind of looks at it. Dad, would it? Oh, okay. Yeah. Yes. Yes. Of course I can. And he begins to wave his hands in front of him, and a small ball of fire floats in front of him, and he holds it aloft above one hand. With his other, he takes his hand and he pushes it forward, and a small gust of wind puffs out all the candles, and he tosses out the ball, and it lights each of the candles on the table individually before returning to his hand. And
I
as he does
clap
this,
in
everyone
enjoyment.
claps. Yeah, everyone's, oh, yes, so wonderful.
I give him a thumbs up, but I light my thumb on fire when I do it. Just
It's the one
Oh,
the one of the kid.
No,
oh, wonderful. It seems
was just a
you've an
thump.
accomplished magic user of your own.
Only the nature type.
Yes, he
not
is.
the arcane.
Don't let him.
Oh,
Don't let
oh.
him down. Don't let him talk down. He is. He is fantastic, in all sense. But your son here, that is amazing. He could show our other friend a thing or two on how to handle magic, especially at such a young age.
And the boy will interrupt you and say, oh, you know other magic users.
We have 2 others in our party. A third fails miserably at the most of his magic, but he also has some skill.
He's better at singing. So if you like music during the feast then tonight, then we can definitely have him sing for us.
Oh, you must come, the Baroness. You simply must come. Oh, I'm so delighted. This will be a wonderful evening. Wonderful evening.
Baron, before I go, may I bother you the directions to your restroom? This tea has gone through my stomach, and I wish to alleviate the stress.
Oh, yes, of course. And he'll give you direction.
Okay.
When Giz leaves the room, I want to take a nice slow look around the room at each individual, focusing a little bit more on the Baron and Baroness and Victor. I'm trying to get like their demeanors, their attitudes, like if they're in any way like hiding anything.
Where am I going for this?
Outside. So there would be. Sorry, I didn't mean to do that. There would be an outhouse off out the front door around the side, like over here, but not like in this map.
Oh, okay.
Were you going through trying to do the whole route through the medicine cabinet thing?
Yep.
Well, you can still dig through the hole.
Go see what they're eating. Maybe you can find like a foot or something.
Bloody stool.
No, it's not a stool, it's a hole.
Maybe he's gonna get a stool sample.
Oh,
It's actually I'm going out there because I'm gonna be like the Romans, binge and purge.
so you can come in and eat more.
Yep, and then I'm gonna purge this child later.
Who has
God.
All right, so Gizmo
7.
goes. Are you gonna go outside?
Of course. I want to see, basically when I'm walking through like the different rooms, I want to scout out and see what all I see.
Okay, so it's really just if you're gonna go straight outside, it's just this room to outside.
Which we were already in this room, right?
Yep. You went from outside into this room into the office here.
And this room to the right, is the door open?
It is.
I want to just happen to.
Did anybody lead him?
What?
Did anybody lead him?
No, he was just given directions.
I just want to peek my head in there.
Okay. This appears to be just a large sitting area. There's a couple of couches, and a few chairs, coffee table.
So this is the smoking room.
Yep.
All right, then I want to go outside to the watering hole.
All right. Vakis, what are you doing?
Insight checking the nobles. I wanna see if
For
would like to see if like the demeanor of the Baron and the Baroness, because they seem far too chipper in a world that has been, I mean, other than the fucking toy maker, has been nothing but doom and gloom and fucking child pies. And I'd like to insight check Victor just for his demeanor, because I didn't do that when he entered the room.
okay,
Do you want one insight check or three?
3.
All right, Baron is gonna be a 12.
Okay,
Baroness is gonna be a 17, and Victor is going to be a 14.
okay. So, as they're speaking, the Baron seems genuinely joyful. He is very charismatic, very outgoing. Um, the wife, the Baroness, she seems happy. She seems legit. And Victor, he seems genuinely interested in the things he talked about. He was putting a lot of effort into his little magic show. So
Okay. And just from like a magic user standpoint, that was like a prestidigitation and then just a couple cantrips, basically, right?
yeah.
Okay. I'll turn to the Baron and I'll say, you you have an impressive optimism about you, almost like you're sure of the outcome of this evil presence that has plagued the lands for so long. How do you do that?
It's like I tell everyone. It's kind of become my catchphrase. I always say, and he kind of waves his hand, and everyone says, "All will be well." And he says, I believe this in my heart. Once we find the light, once we bring the joy back to the people, the light will return. We will free ourselves from this curse of the devil that he has brought upon our land. This is all we need to do. People are so worried about, oh, what are we going to do tomorrow, and what about next week, and oh, the future is so grim and dreary. And I just laugh it off and I say, well, what are we going to do tomorrow? Tomorrow we're going to eat, drink, and dance. Next week we're much going to be doing the same. Guess what? In a month we will be dancing joyfully, drinking, eating, having celebrations, worshiping our gods, and being free from the devil.
All in the hopes that it will bring freedom from the devil, correct?
Of course.
So this is the Middle Age secret.
All will be well.
Like I said, I am very impressed with your optimism.
After a short trip, Gizmo would kind of come back in. And after about an hour total, the butler refilling the pitchers of tea, the Baroness would say, all right, everyone. Well, we all need to get ready and prepared for the festival, so I'll let you all leave. However, dinner is at 7 sharp, so I expect you two and your 4 other friends to join us this evening.
Will do.
Definitely.
What's the term for a burgomaster?
Well, he's a baron.
A baron. Your barony? What is it? Your Majesty? Like, what is that?
Please, just call me Vargas. That's what my friends call me.
Well, we will be there, Vargas.
Hey, Bacchus and Vargas, you guys are like twinsies.
It's very difficult to make that sound with this voice.
Va, 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 va.
When would you like us to be back here?
7 sharp. That's what she said. He said. That's what they
Okay.
said. All right. Well, have a wonderful rest of your day, and we will see you tonight. As we walk out the door, I'm gonna be like, "Oh my God, I'm pretty sure we were about to die. I'm positive of it. That whole family freaked me out."
I agree. They're very eccentric, and this festival is. I think we need to talk to the innkeeper about this festival and see what they do.
I think I was told that this happens all the time.
I mean, we're told that travelers come in and then they never leave. Maybe this is why they never leave.
Not the town. They never leave the entire like area, the whole surrounding area, not the town.
Oh, you're talking about the festival happening all the time. Yeah, they
Yes.
said they guard in the very beginning did say it happens a lot.
I thought he said weekly, but she says that the last 5 days.
I think we should definitely talk to the people that have lived here long enough that we have become friends with. So let us head back to the inn.
I agree. I agree. I appreciate you not pulling a place and things and turning the whole room against us.
Yes. Speaking of which, tonight when he goes to sleep, I'm gonna put this doll next to him. You in?
Well, sure.
Okay.
Can spray him with water.
And then we'll put a string with a bucket over top of it, so when he freaks out, the bucket tips over and pours on him.
Whatever you say, Giz. I will help out.
Thank you.
All right, so you guys are heading back to the inn as well.
Who has the portable hole?
One of you guys has to have it because I can't have it. Like,
I had asked about it, but I don't know if I actually grabbed it.
We'll say it's at the end with main plane things.
Okay.
speaking of which, Focus, did you still want to
Yes?
turn in the gravekeeper? He's kind of still at the inn.
Absolutely. Absolutely, I want to turn in the gravekeeper. But I actually think that you should bring the gravekeeper to the father to see what he would want to have done. I can't do that, unfortunately. I'm sure he would want it to be turned in because of what happened to the 2 children.
Yes, I agree with you. So we'll do that. I'll get that done before we actually head to the dinner tonight. After we talk to the group, because I think we need to be on guard with that family.
I really wish that we could take a nap and go to sleep before we do anything. I'm still hurting from those vampires.
Yes, you take a nap, I'll take the guy over to the father.
All right, Breck and Sherry. Oh, as you guys are leaving, make a perception check.
22.
19.
All right. So you noticed since you've arrived, the people who are all bringing the wood left. There are massive stacks in the yard that there are a few other people working on. They are shaping it into a giant sphere made out of the sticks. It is about 10, 15 feet in diameter. And they are just using twine to weave the twigs together, and they're filling the insides with the other twigs. In addition, there are several carriages that have arrived at the burgomaster's mansion. But and then you head out to the inn. Breck and Sherry, after your harrowing ordeal up at the lake.
I'm just fuming.
Yeah.
Let's just go back to the inn.
Yeah. I just can't believe. I thought we would burn the body so the devil, the beast, couldn't get it.
We shouldn't talk about it anymore, or I'm gonna fly into a rage.
We are going to have to let the others know. Otherwise,
Absolutely.
it would be a cruel surprise later.
I agree. And Sherry's just in shock at this point.
Okay, so you are all at the inn.
I wanted to take the graveyard keeper and take him over to the father.
Okay.
So they come into the inn.
Yeah, everyone's at the inn for a minute.
So I guess Baz and I will tell everyone about the man that we talked to, and see what they think about that.
What did the guy talk about?
The priest, the abbey, and
Yeah, the
Kazakh.
holy relic.
Holy relic.
Ah, yes.
Well, we were planning on going that way anyway, so having more information about the area is useful.
I want to let them know about the party that's going to be going on that we've been invited to over at the Barrens. I want to call the innkeeper over. Is there anyone else in the inn right now?
There are several other people there.
But before you do that,
I'd like to see to the bar.
yeah, me and Sherry, as I'm kind of like holding the toy soldier in my hand. We were taking care of the funeral preparations for Gary, and we're sending him off as his people do into the water to be taken care of off into the waves and to have a death at sea, pretty much. And the beast, the Strahd, he got Gary's body before it could be burned.
He took Gary?
Yes. We wanted to let you know, so when we do face him, there is a possibility that we will see living again our friend, but not our friend.
I don't. That bastard. It's Plays Sync's fault.
I close my fists and slam them on the bar. And using the cantrip Gust, slam all of the shutters closed. And I just yell out, "We're gonna have our revenge. This fucking monster is gonna die."
I like kind of like rah, like barbarian style.
I raise my crossbow and go, here, here.
Now, one of you should lead on.
Yes, so we were invited to the Baron's house for dinner so we can eat and be merry, but maybe we should take this chat somewhere more quiet.
I guess we probably have like a room, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
I also go over to the innkeeper and be like, "Excuse me, can I bother you or bother either you or your brother for a minute up in my room? I'm having an issue with my bed."
Yeah, he'll call his brother over and tell him to watch the bar, and he'll head up with you.
All right, I have a question for you. Uh, this festival coming up, what does it entail?
Oh, the festival. Um, uh, there are dances. I hear this one's supposed to have fireworks. They'll light off the sun in the square. God, they I don't know, dancing, drunks, lots of food. He does this every week or every couple of weeks to try to keep people's minds off of their problems. I don't know. He has this idea that if people are happy, then Strahd will stay away. I don't know.
Has he ever been known to sacrifice anyone before? Or do you think it would be in his nature that he would sacrifice someone?
Um, Sacrifice someone, no. But if you've gotten onto his bad side, then you're probably best to get out of town because he is in charge. The guards all obey him, and if he accuses someone of being a troublemaker or spies of the devil, then all of a sudden they end up in the stocks or worse.
Then it is a good thing that we did not tell them that we came here with Irina.
Maybe they already know.
Because myself and Vakas here, we just had afternoon tea with them, and we got invited for dinner for our entire party to sit down with them before the festival starts. But I, I just had this feeling about him that I was concerned about.
I think it is his odd demeanor towards this whole situation. Nobody could be that cheery. Brovia seemed very more like what this world would be. Just depressing. Anybody not being depressed creeps me out.
So you're saying that we should be good on not having something to worry about by going to eat with the Baron, but if we don't show up, we should probably leave tonight.
Oh, I would show up or I would get out.
Okay.
I think that the whole point is that we do not offend him in any way, shape, or form, or he will make our lives very difficult in this town.
I look over at Plays and Sings. Plays and Sings? You will sing songs, but you will say nothing else.
Please sing well-known songs. Don't make up some song about how you're praising Strahd's strength.
I'm sure he'll do fine. Don't worry, I'll take care of the Baron. I can party with the best of them.
There was quite a bit of food, and the people that were with him were very into that food. They were just shoveling it in their faces. I
Oh,
think
Oh,
you'd fit right in.
oh, I've already made my plate plan.
the food was heavenly. I tried to bring you a sandwich, but even though I was very persuasive, he straight up told me no. But that's why we got offered to dinner, and it was
Yeah.
all because of you.
We all notice Bass get like slightly thinner as his body prepares for more food.
You noticed a slight bulge. Like someone glued an acorn to it.
Don't fucking lie. Your gun covers it.
He reshapes his whole body to become a portable hole.
Oh, I can bring it and just stuff it with food.
And you
I'm
can jump in
definitely-
it and then swim in all the food.
I am definitely bringing the
You're gonna
portable hole
fucking
with me.
you're gonna Scrooge McDuck this food.
Oh, we can kidnap the kid.
I feel like this is what we do to get on the bad side of this Baron.
I'm friends with everyone in this town. Don't worry about it.
So far, 2 of us have gotten arrested. This town has not been kind to us.
Who saved both of you?
I didn't need saving. They just let me off with a warning that they don't go over the wall.
But
This
who
case
got the
that needed
letter?
Saving. Okay, you are right. You are right, Baz. I owe you a debt.
And excuse me, how's the gravekeeper doing?
He's still upstairs.
Still asleep?
Before we go, I'd like to tell them the story of the Monkey Man, what he told us, and how about the abbey and the church relic that is somewhere on the grounds.
I guess you were AFK when we talked about that.
Yep. Okay. Yeah.
Wait, do you have all the notes of those?
It's in the town of Krezik or whatever.
The
Well,
town, the town we were going to investigate the snowy bits.
Yeah, I just thought the party was absent during that, so I decided to
So
tell.
they were. The thing that you found out was the thing that you're looking for is this holy symbol.
Yes, yes.
The thing that for some reason no one remembered to write down.
Well, I was not there. Well, I was there. I was at Madam's tent.
Yeah, it was the holy symbol of like ancient gods or the old gods.
I wrote it down. It just got deleted.
That's okay.
Honestly, I mean,
But I
after
say,
after we go to dinner, do you guys think that we should just head up to that town? Or stay a couple well, we did tell the Baron that we would stay until the end of the festival. God damn it.
I didn't expect it to be 5 days. I thought it was a night.
5 days.
5 days of eating and drinking and dancing.
Hey, Sherry, will you be my date for the night?
Don't take this wrong way, Baz. But I need some time alone.
I mean, I could be alone with you if you want.
That's not creepy.
I'll just sit there.
He's being a good friend to you. How dare you shun him? He puts on his fedora.
I owe him sex apparently,
I gave you the cape.
and I thought it was a friendly gesture.
That's at least like a titty. All right, so we're
So-
going to the Baron.
I'm about to be a real feminist in real life after that one.
It's Baz, the fat goblin incel.
I am a white knight. A life of a white knight is a lonely one.
I'll
I'm
tell
the one
Sherry-
who killed the ghost.
Ah, I killed that witch.
I'll tell Sherry I understand your need to be alone. That's it.
However-
that's all I was saying.
However, I don't feel safe being alone, but I don't feel like partaking in any merrymaking or any of this festival stuff.
Yeah. Whereas, like, I don't think we really need to, deal with some party. We have other things to worry about.
But if you don't attend, won't we become enemies of this town? And
Gary
therefore-
loved parties. He loved dressing up for parties.
He didn't love the party.
But Gary is not dancing. He's not dancing at the party.
Gary was the heart of the party.
Maybe we can
The
turn
Hardy.
this in to a memory feast of him, where we can remember all the good tales of Gary.
These other people won't remember Gary.
Yes, but they have good food. Think of it like a very high-class restaurant we don't have to pay for.
Alright, are you guys going to be going to this dinner or not? I really am worried that they'll be offended if we do not bring all the people that we said we were going to.
I mean, I don't want to put us in danger.
I'm willing to scout out this party.
Sherry, there is a young magic user there as well that I think that you may be able to learn any spells from him that he may have.
Or you could assist him in expanding his knowledge.
But don't,
this-
True.
but don't expand his knowledge too much, Sherry.
So this
You know
party
what I
is
mean.
tonight or tomorrow? Because I could do with a long rest.
It's tonight.
I would love it to be tomorrow, but it's at 7 o'clock, and if it was late afternoon when we left, we've got like 2 hours.
Okay.
But don't worry, guys. I've got all my level 1 spells, so we'll be fine.
All right. So, what are Jordan has to go to the priest?
Yeah, I want to take the gravekeeper and let him know what happened.
Okay. Just you?
I will carry the gravekeeper onto the grounds of the church, but then I will hand him over to Giz.
Okay. So as you go into the church, the father is there, Mikhail is there. Both seem. Oh no, wait, hang on. Sorry, I'm reading the wrong thing.
They're sad.
Nope. As you go into the church, it is still empty.
The father isn't in there?
He's not.
Not even in his back room.
You're not in the back room.
I want to go towards where he was at.
Okay. The door is closed.
Gently knock.
There's no answer.
I want to see if it's unlocked.
It is locked.
I want to go towards Mikhail's room.
Okay.
Is it closed as well?
It is.
I want to
Fucking
knock.
hanged himself, didn't he?
I want to knock on that door.
It is unlocked, but there is no answer.
I want to try opening it. Or it's unlocked, you said. Is there anyone inside?
As you open the door, you see in the bed is a small figure.
I go over to the small figure and I try to gently wake him up.
He doesn't wake up.
Oh.
Do I see his chest moving? Or feel it?
Make a medicine check.
We know how well this goes.
I am outside.
That is a 10.
10. Before I do that, so what's the deal with Milovaj right now? He's not asleep anymore.
He would have been bound.
Okay. Like hands and feet, what are we talking?
I actually would have made sure that it was hands and feet. Yes.
And he carried him.
All right. Can he talk?
Was he awake when we were at the inn?
He was.
Then yes, he would have been gagged.
Okay. With a 10 medicine check,
I'm just mainly like feeling his chest to see if there's any movement, stuff like that.
there is some.
But he's in a deep sleep.
You're not sure.
I tried to shake him a little bit more.
He doesn't wake up.
Oh shit. I go back to the father's room. All right, and I want to pick. There's no one in the church, correct?
Correct.
I'm gonna pick the lock.
All right. Go ahead and make a dexterity check.
Isn't it with his proficiency too?
It is.
So 6 plus 7, so 13.
13. Yeah, you're able to get the lock open.
Open the door.
You see a figure lying in bed.
It's the father.
You're not sure. He's all covered up.
I go over to try to wake the person in the bed.
He will not wake up.
I want to, when I grab him, I want to accidentally scratch his arm when I'm trying to wake him up.
Like, what kind of scratch are we talking about?
Like my claws.
Like, you're scratching his arm, or are you, like, scratching his arm?
I'm claws out. When I grab his arm and all that stuff, I want the claws to kind of like pierce the skin a little bit, not like super deep, not a lot of damage, but enough to, if he ate a pie, then
So,
he
like,
would wake
one
up.
damage.
Yes.
He doesn't wake up. Make a medicine check.
Ooh, 6.
6 is enough for you to see the blood on his head when you lift him up and infer that he was unconscious but stable before you cut him.
Nice.
You just killed him.
Oh god.
So he's almost dead now.
He's getting there now.
I run
I
out.
am outside.
I run outside, grab Vakis. Vakis, get in here now and heal the priest.
I will do exactly that.
Bringing him back from the brink of death. And as you do, you hear him cry out and push you away and say, Isaac, no, leave the boy!
Isaac?
And that is where we'll end for the night.
Motherfucker.
Jesus
God
Christ.
damn
So
it.
we got a fucking father that's knocked out. We got a party to plan for.
Where the fuck is Irina?
Near
It's
the
a real good
crypt.
question, isn't it?
Irina was in the church.
We always forget about Irina.
I didn't. I was stuck outside though.
I thought I was curious when I went to go get my brother's body, but I was role playing like being just so devastated about this shit that it didn't even phase me.
You're kind of on a one track. Get body, leave. Makes sense.
When
Damn.
I was